Okay, so welcome. Today we're going to introduce a couple of other vocabulary, some concepts, and then we're going to do an example. And so here we're going to introduce the perimeter, what perimeter is, an area, specifically as it applies to triangles. Okay, so in general, perimeter is just the distance around a shape or a figure. Okay, so if I was to walk around this shape here, if I was to walk around a triangle, so if I was to start here at this vertex here and walk down this path and over here and up and went back to where I started, then the perimeter would be the distance that I walked. Okay, so the distance around this is the perimeter. So in this case here, the perimeter would be A plus B plus C, if A, B, and C represented the lengths of those sides. Okay. Now area is the measure of the surface of a shape. Okay, and we know it more intuitively than anything. So the formula for the area, so when we shade this in, right, the surface area, how much room this takes up on a two-dimensional space in a plane, that's area. So the area of a triangle is given by the formula 1/2 times base times height, which we can find the height by finding the altitude. Okay, so how would we find the perimeter of this triangle here? Well, we would just add up the lengths of each side. So the perimeter here, P, which is just A plus B plus C, right, the three sides, is going to be 2.56 meters plus 3.22 meters plus 4.89 meters. And so if you add those up, you get what? 10.67 meters. Okay. Check my math. Yep, 10.67 meters. Okay. Now, if I want to find area, let's go down to these two. So now notice these two triangles are different triangles, but look, they have the same base. And if you look, they have the same height. Here's the altitude of this triangle. Notice here's the altitude of this triangle. The altitude falls outside of the triangle because of the angle here is an obtuse angle. Okay? So, and again, if you if you're able to rotate the triangle, you could get it to where the altitude would be inside the triangle. But it doesn't matter. Once you find the altitude, it's going to be the same. The height is always going to be the same. Okay? But the base is going to be different. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. If you rotate the triangle, your altitude may change, and probably will, but also your base will change. So, but the formula will you'll still get the same area, right? The area won't change just by rotating a shape, right? So this is just demonstrating that it's going to give you the same area. Okay? So in this case here, the area of these two triangles is 1/2 base times height, where the base is 16.2 inches. And the height, the altitude, the height is 5.75 inches. And so if you multiply this in your calculator, then you're going to get the area, and the area turns out to be 46.6 square inches. Okay, now again, make sure you pay attention to units. When you're dealing with application problems or you're dealing with units, you've got to make sure you have the correct units. So perimeter is a length, right? It's a distance. So your units are going to be one-dimensional, so it's in meters. Area is two-dimensional, right? So area has two dimensions. So it's going to be units squared. So in this case, it's inches squared. Okay. And again, we have an intuitive understanding of that. So, okay, that's it. So that wraps this example up. And next time we're going to get into some other formulas like Hero's Law and talk about some other interesting things. Okay, take care. Have a good day.